Novgorod, 76-69 between these two teams. Belgium did have a double-digit lead in the first quarter of that game. And obviously, for all you basketball fans, you can remember these two teams playing back in September at the FIBA Eurobasket in Istanbul. So we're going to have the player introductions and the national anthems here in just a moment. As you see there, Tali Fritzen, the veteran for the Russian team. Coach Sergei Bazarevich bringing back 10 players from a Eurobasket squad that made it all the way to the semifinals. The Russian team, again, splitting their first 4 games with 2 wins and 2 losses. They need one more win in the third window to advance. But even with 2 losses, they would still have a chance depending on the results of the other game. As we take a look here at the players being introduced. So that was the Russian team. Now we're going to move over to the host, Belgium. Coach Eddie Castillo is giving a few players their first chance in the World Cup qualifiers. We're going to have a pause in the commentary for the national anthems.
The Russian anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem of Russia. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem of Belgium.
You see the Belgian players there getting ready for the big game, looking to get their first victory of the World Cup qualifiers. It's been a tough run so far for Coach Eddie Casteels. Some very, very close games, losing single digits the first time these two teams matched up back in November. In that game, there were 9 lead changes, so it did go back and forth quite a bit. As I mentioned, Belgium had a double-digit lead in the first quarter. For Russia, they were led by Sergei Karasev that game. He had 14.6 rebounds, but also Dmitry Kuligin, who makes his return, and Andrei Zubkov were both in double figures. They were able to force 22 Belgian turnovers. As we see the referees for tonight's action: Tolga Sahin from Italy, Daria Sapolsky from Poland, and Anastasios Manos from Greece. So back to that game in November, the 22 turnovers really costly for Belgium. They did get 17 points from Jean Salamou, but he's not in action here tonight. Pierre-Antoine Gillet is. He was the only other player in double figures in that game. And you see now the roster for Russia, again, very experienced. Look down that age bracket, the column. You see a lot of guys who played a lot of minutes for Coach Bazarevich. Timofey Mozgov makes his return after a pretty up-and-down season in the NBA. Recently got traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Charlotte Hornets. And he'll be starting in the middle alongside Seaman Antonov, Dmitry Kostov, Sergei Karasev, and then Nikita Kurbanov making his first appearance in the World Cup qualifiers this season, after obviously being such a significant player in the Eurobasket last summer. Meanwhile, on the Belgian side, Sam van Rossum makes his first appearance in the World Cup qualifiers, but obviously he's a veteran player for them, the captain, and he'll be joining the backcourt with Jonathan Tabou, Loic Schwartz, the young player from Ostend, getting a chance here, alongside 5 other players making their first appearance in the World Cup qualifiers for 2017-18. And Loic Schwartz will be starting at a shooting guard position. On the wing, he'll be joined by Pierre-Antoine Gillet, Khalid Boukishou in the middle, and then Vincent Castellout rounds up the starting 5. One thing we know about Coach Casteels' teams, they're going to bring the intensity, they're going to play hard for all 40 minutes, and they're going to execute. We also know they like to shoot a lot of three-point shots. They hit 9 in the first matchup. Meanwhile, Coach Bazarevich can really rely on his team to put some pressure. Defense, again, they had 12 steals in that first game and also 22 assists. They did a great job sharing the ball. We'll see if Belgium's able to make some adjustments. Coach Casteels, after that game in the press conference, mentioned that he was happy with his players' effort, and it was really the young group's first time playing together. And here in this game, again, we're seeing a lot of young guys for the first time. Guys such as Yuri Shupin, Haris Bretanovic, just 17 years old. Ordan Kanda Kanyinda, the point guard, he's making his first appearance for the Belgian team, national team, the men's team, and as well as Dorian Marchand. So we'll see if they get any action, or if Coach Casteels decides to go with the veterans for the most of the game. And again, it's game day 5 of the European Qualifiers. 76 games being played across 5 days involving 80 countries. At the moment, as I mentioned, France sitting at the top of Group B with their 4 wins. And just to remind all you basketball fans how the new qualification system works ahead of the 2019 Basketball World Cup in China. There's 32 teams currently vying in the European Qualifiers, broken down into 8 groups. We had the first window in November. This weekend is the third window. 24 teams qualified to the second round, the top 3 teams in each group. So right now, Belgium is the bottom team in Group E, looking to climb up 1 spot and move on to the next round. In the second round, there'll be 3 more windows in September, November, then February 2019. And then in that particular round, there'll be 4 groups of 6, with the top 3 of those groups advancing. So those 12 European nations will meet up with 20 other countries from Africa, the Americas, and Asia to complete a 32-team field. And the World Cup will take place in China between the 31st of August and the 15th of September 2019. So we're going to have a moment of silence here.
Commissaris, lid van de jeugdcommissie van FIBA Europe en ook eveneens secretaris-generaal van de Belgische Basketbalbond.
Nous allons vous demander de respecter un moment de silence pour Paul de Coster qui nous a quittés. Il était arbitre international et commissaire. Il était également membre de la commission des jeunes de la FIBA Europe. Il était aussi secrétaire général de la fédération belge. Merci de respecter ce moment.
So a moment of silence and observation of Belgian referee who passed away recently.
Zo supporters zijn nu helemaal klaar voor deze wedstrijd. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Belgium.
So we're ready for tip-off. The big man, Timothy Mozgov, going up against Gabishu. And the first possession is going to go to Kostov from Russia, the point guard. There's Kurbanov. And he gets an open lane. Nice pass off to Mozgov. An easy two for the first basket of the game. Easy start there for Russia. And we'll see they do have the size advantage pretty much throughout the lineup. Here's Schwartz now. Lukashu thinks about it. Van Rossum over to Schwartz. Belgium a little bit more unorganized on offense than that first Russia possession. Van Rossum a three. The shot clock expires. It's good. And even though they look a little bit disorganized on offense, they get a good basket with the first possession. You know, Belgium loves to shoot threes, and they have their first lead of the game. Kostov with the screen from Mozgov. Can't find him on the pocket pass. Here comes Van Rossum. Gilles, a shooter there on the wing, number 13. Here's Bukishu now bring the ball back out. Ends it off to Van Rossum, two-man game. Bukishu goes right at Antonov, and it's going to be a foul. We have our first foul there on Simon Antonov. You see him contest. Just hoping for the offensive foul. Quick replay of Van Rossum's first shot. Bukishu able to connect on the first free throw. And the second one is good as well. Bukishu playing in France this past season in Lens Chalon. His teammate Pierre-Antoine Gillet also on the floor with him right now. There's Kurbanov driving it at Kestelut, able to get around and draw a foul. Vincent Kestelut, who hasn't played much in the World Cup qualifiers, just averages 3 minutes per game, has yet to score in 4 games. Getting the chance to start here. You see Kurbanov, strong move, goes over to the left hand. Can't hit him the first free throw, so even though this is Kurbanov's first game in the World Cup qualifiers, we know he's a veteran presence. Plays for CSKA Moscow. And he makes the second free throw. So 5-3 early on here in the first quarter in Antwerp. And Rossum orchestrating again. And deflection there by, I believe that was Karasev. Karasev, the leading scorer for Russia. Sorry, the second leading scorer since Vitaly Fritzson, who's coming off the bench here tonight. Coming in averaging close to 17 points per game. Karasev right behind him at 14. Kestelut corner jumper, way short, and on the scramble for the offensive rebound, They're going to call a shot clock violation as the ball did not touch the rim. Coach Eddie Castilles always looks very focused. Bezarevich as well. Mozgov with the screen for Kurbanov. Good pass inside, and Mozgov once again at the rim, uncontested. Schwartz went for the steal. Beautiful feed from Kostov. Who's really grown as a player these last few years. Kostov averaging over 5 assists per game. And the three-point shot no good that time from Van Rossum. Here's Kostov again, pushing the tempo. Kurbanov now, looking to attack. Crosses over, kick out pass. Oh, the good extra pass to Karasev. Open three is good. It's good offense right there from the Russians. Penetrating kick and the extra pass with the open three. And Russia has their first lead. Or second lead. Here's Schwartz. Oh, beautiful pass over the head. Bukishu can't finish. And here comes Kurbanov now. Hands off to Karasev, who takes off, lays it off the glass. So quick basket in transition for Russia. Double pin down for Schwartz. And Russum has to put it up. Shot clock winds down, grabs. Yep, he's able to draw the foul on Kurbanov. So 2 free throws to come from Van Rossum. See him kind of put his head down. The push off there with the right arm from Kurbanov. First free throws good for Van Rossum. 6'2" point guard. Plays his club basketball in Valencia, Spain. It's been a mainstay there. Here's those 2 free throws. Cut the deficit back down to 3. See some backcourt pressure from the Belgians. And Russia breaks it without too much of a problem. Kurbanov on the block now has the advantage. Banging inside, and they're going to call the foul on Van Rossum, who did whatever he could to prevent the basket. You see them using that forearm to push off. Kurbanov, big body. So it's going to be baseline out of bounds here. Mozgov out of his range. Here's Kostov. Karasev, pump fake to get Schwartz off his feet, pulls up at the elbow. No good. And they're able to tip it back out. Kostov resets the offense. Mozgov, obviously a big, looking for the pass, and Schwartz deflects it out of bounds. So Mozgov keeping that possession alive, the tip out. I'm not sure Belgium has anyone that can really battle that big man inside. And Kostov can't hit that open three. Short on this one, though. A little hesitation, Van Rossum. Nice skip pass, Schwartz for 3. A little too strong. And they're going to call an over-the-back foul on Pierre-Antoine Gillet. So a nice driving kick from Van Rossum that time. Schwartz unable to connect.
Substitution for Russia.
And we have our first substitution of the game as Dmitry Kulagin checks in for Kurbanov. Kulagin, 6'5" shooting guard. They weren't sure if he was going to play tonight, but obviously he's out here now. Mozgov, can he get the pass inside? And it's going to be near and one. But Karasev can't finish the reverse layup as Pierre-Antoine Gillet will pick up his second personal foul.
To number 13, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, second foul.
See the nice patience there from Karasev. Gillet got caught in the air. So he'll have to come out of the game.
Substitution Belgium.
And it's going to bring Jonathan Tabou off the bench, who usually starts most games at the point guard position, or at least next to Van Rossum. Castile's trying out a few different lineups. Karasev is short on his first free throw. Again, in the first matchup between these two teams, Karasev had 14 points and 6 rebounds. So he knows he can score the ball against the Belgian team. Here comes Schwartz now, running the offense. Tabou's first touch. Again, the shot clock winding down. Van Rossum has to put it up. And he hits it again. Another 3 for Sam Van Rossum. So the desperation shot's going down for Belgium. And again, they can really stay in this game with a three-pointer. They like to put them up. Here's Cooligan. Oh, the nice pass to Mozgov. And they're going to be a travel. He took 2 steps before dribbling.
Travel.
So a nice find from Cooligan. With no basket. See there the nice dump-off pass, and Mozgov took 2 steps without dribbling the ball, so that is indeed a travel. Lazarevich pleading his case. Van Rossum with 8 of the 10 Belgian points so far. And Bukishu looking to attack Mozgov. There won't be a basket there. No continuation. The foul happened before he picked the ball up right there. You see Mozgov with the hands. Tabou inside to Bukishu. Another nice pass for Schwartz. Kestelut, he can't get it in. So the ball's going to stay with Belgium. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kestelut struggling to find the rim, actually, on these shots. And Bukishu has to put it up. And he can't hit it. A little bit out of his preferred shooting range. Bodies fall inside. See the wet spots. Kostov splits the double team. Good ball movement yet again. And it's another open 3 for Kulagin, so they're gonna stop the game to clean up the wet spot there. But again, great ball movement from Russia, leads to another 3. And we also have our first timeout of the evening. So early on, it's 14-10 for Russia. You see the nice split of the double team, the no-look pass to the corner, and Antonov makes the extra pass to Kulagin. He's able to knock down his first shot of the night.
And then spring back. It's not the idea so early in the game that we need 3-pointers from our big guy, okay? One time, if it's open, read it. And open up with aggressiveness towards the basket.
So you see Belgium yet to score from 2, knocking down 2 shots from 3.
18.
Meanwhile, Russia doing it both inside and outside.
With 4, they jump switch at the top, and they jump switch on that baseline runner. Stay smart on it, okay? Don't forget to go once in a while.
So you're listening to Coach Castiles while looking into the Russian huddle now.
We go out of this, and we run through 3, okay?
Looks like Vitaly Fritzen's going to make his first appearance of the night. Longtime captain of this Russian national team. Russian team that made it all the way to the semifinals of the Eurobasket before going down to Serbia. But a lot of these guys had that experience. 10 players of the 12 involved in last summer's Eurobasket. So they are very familiar with each other. They were very consistent in that tournament. They've been a little bit more inconsistent in the World Cup qualifiers. Nice pass there from Pookie. Pookie shoot with the dunk. Sam Van Rossum with the dish. Beautiful pick and roll action. And it's a turnover for Russia. So Belgium now has the chance to either tie the game or take the lead. Here's Kestelou, hands it off to Van Rossum. Taboo, extra pass, Schwartz in the corner, pump fake. Taboo, catch and shoot three, it's good! And just like that, Belgium's back up front. And once again, the three-point shot, a valuable weapon for the Belgians. Already knocking down 3 threes so far. Here's Fritzen now on the left wing. Ball goes inside Antonov, and he's fouled by Taboo. So there was a mismatch. You see Taboo just put his arm down just enough to pick up the foul. And again, Belgium, this is a desperation game for them. If they want any chance of advancing to the next round, they have to win tonight. They also have to win on Monday night against Bosnia and Herzegovina. That game will also be here at the Lotto Arena in Antwerp. And Antonov misses his first free throw. Second free throw is good for Antonov, and he comes out. And I believe that's Zubkov checking into the game. Andrei Zubkov. So many big bodies on this Russian team. They're able to really just cycle them in and out. You got Mozgov, Antonov, Zubkov, Kurbanov. There's Taboo now, looking to run the same play that got Bukishu the dunk. Russia playing a little bit better defense on this possession. There's Bukishu, the jump hook, that's good. So back-to-back buckets for Bukishu. And they're going to call a blocking foul. So the Belgians are arguing there's a flop here. Don't think we're going to see it on that replay. And here comes Ishmael Bako for the first time. The big man put on a few muscle pounds there since last summer. He's going to need him to battle with Mozgov. Fortunately for him, Mozgov checks out, replaced by Vladimir Iliev. And Karasev able to hit another free throw. So 2 for 2 for Karasev before he comes out. Kurbanov back in. Russia will be in the bonus for the rest of the first quarter. Belgium's committed 5 fouls already. Oh, Taboo with a nice pass, and Bako, he'll head to the free throw line himself. Zubkov called for that one. Nice find from Taboo. So we'll see if Ishmael Bako can connect on his first free throws. Comes in averaging just 2 points per game in the qualifiers. And he's actually playing in his home arena, Telenet Giants Antwerp, featuring a couple of players in this Belgian team. Number 17, Yuri Shupin, may get a chance to play as Bako connects on the second free throw. So Cooligan running the point now, along with Fritzen, Kurbanov, Zubkov, and Ilyev as the pass hits the rim. Going to call out a turnover. The lob is a little bit out of the reach for Bako. Van Rossum a little ambitious with the pass, and it sails out of bounds. You see, usually you want to throw the alley-oop by the rim. So unforced turnover this time for Belgium. They still have the 1-point lead. Oh, nice pass to the corner. Open three, Fritzen. Can't finish, but Kurbanov, offensive rebound, and gets fouled. So we're seeing some good offense in the Russians, leading to some open shots. And then also second chance opportunities. See, no one boxes out Kurbanov. He just takes his time and draws the foul on Bako. So no good on the first free throw for Kurbanov. Coach Bazarevich, always a character in the press conferences. Tells it like it is. And Kurbanov able to tie the game with the second freebie. Here's Schwartz again, who's made some nice passes, hasn't scored yet in the first. Van Rossum, he's gone the whole way as well. Finds Bako, and one. Strong finish inside for Bako. Lovely pass from Van Rossum, left his feet, looked off the wing player, got the ball inside. See that slight look, throws Zubkov. And then Kurbanov unable to get back in time to protect the basket. So Bako only been in for a minute, making some good things happen. Free throw's good, so he completes a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And we're going to see Alexandre Libert for the first time. Comes in for Van Rossum. Libert, very, very strong three-point shooter. Plays for Spirou Charleroi. He actually hit 3 threes in the first matchup between these two teams, so he'll be on the scouting report for Russia. See him here trying to guard Fritzen. Kurbanov looking to go attack as Schwartz, who pulled the chair. Good move defensively there by Louis Trotz. Here comes Taboo now. 25 seconds on the game clock. The lob for Bako, throws it down! What a play for the Belgians. The connection between Taboo and Bako. Ishmael Bako making his presence felt. 6 points in the first couple of minutes of action. And it's a 5-point lead for Belgium. There is hope for them. But they commit another foul, which will send Russia back to the free throw line. We'll get a chance to look at that alley-oop again. So these will be Russia's 11th and 12th free throws. Taboo have to come out of the game. This second foul. That's going to bring Kanda Kaninga off the bench. So he sees his first World Cup qualifier action, number 20. They're on the left wing right now. Plays in the Netherlands. And Cooligan makes his first free throw. So 4.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Belgium going to be looking to get a quick shot. We're going to have a couple of substitutions. So we'll see if there's a home run type of play that Belgium can set up. As Babarin checks into the game. Here comes Libert now. 2 seconds in the game. No foul called. A lot of contact, it seemed, but a good defense there from Babarin. But after the first quarter of action, it's 23-20, Belgium over Russia. So, very, very entertaining first quarter of basketball. We've been treated to. Some high scoring. Again, Russia not all the way qualified in the next round. do have something to play for as well. Take a look at the promo. Of course, the FIBA World Cup taking place in China next summer, the end of next summer. You take a look at the stats of that first quarter. Belgium able to finally knock in a few inside the arc shots. Also doing some damage from the perimeter. Both teams playing well offensively. Belgium attempting 7 free throws, Russia 12. As we mentioned, a couple of Belgian players in foul trouble. Antoine Gillet has 2. Taboo has 2. If you look at some of the highlights of that first quarter, Mozgov always seems to get off, rush off to a good start. They look for him inside early. This is one of the few fast break opportunities we saw from Russia. Van Rossum doing what he does best, knocking down outside shots, but also finding his teammates. Van Rossum got the team going with 8 early points. Also has 4 assists. So responsible. You saw that dunk again from Bako, absolutely nasty. Belgians looking to pack out the Lotto Arena here in Antwerp. Beautiful summer day and night in Belgium, as it is for most of Europe. So Kanda Kaninda, backup point guard in the game as well. Kesteluk over to Libert. Gets a screen from Bako. Can't get much separation. Kanda Kaninda now looking for Bako. It's deflected and stolen. Kulagin over to Fritzen. This is a screen from Ivlev. And Zubkov. They're going to count it. So the and one for Andrei Zubkov. Fakes the handoff. You see the foul there from Kesteluk. Long strides for the layup. Not an easy basket by any means. Zubkov, one of those players, does a little bit of everything. Can hit the outside shot. Battles for rebounds. Very good defensively. And able to hit the three-point play with the free throw. So Bukishu going to come back into the game for Kesteluk.
Khalid Bukishu comes in.
He goes out with his second personal foul. And Khalid Bukishu did some nice things in the opening 10 minutes. With a nice dunk and a jump hook. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on Kulagin as he looked to pressure Van Rossum. You see the hand right there. Got a little bit greedy. Kanda Kaninda able to get into Van Rossum. So good in the pick and roll. Bako, high-low pass stolen again by Zubkov. Back-to-back steals for him. Fritzen inside of Kurbanov, who has a mismatch. Double team comes. And a good stole. But then they almost give it back to the Russians. Libert has it now. Looks for Bako. Draws a foul and one again. Ismail Bako. Running straight to the rim. Demanding the ball and then finishing. See the little touch around the basket from Bako. So 8 early points. At this point, if he's able to connect this free throw, he'll be the leading scorer here in the first half for Belgium. There it is. So a definite boost off the bench for Bako. 3 for 3 in the field and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Here's Zubkov now. Little jump hook. Oh, the tip dunk almost put in by Ivlev. And a nice steal there from Bako. Van Rossum doesn't push it too fast. Goes at the basket, able to lay it in. Ivlev kind of stumbles as he's retreating back on defense, and Van Rossum attacked his feet. You see here, Ivlev stumbling, trying to get back up. But Van Rossum attacks the basket strong, and he's now in double figures with 10. Belgium with a 5-point lead. So timeout on the floor. This coach Bazarevich looking to reorganize his troops. He's going to put Mozgov back in the game.
В маленьких деталях не драл. Покажи классно, отдай сюда, блядь. Вова, войди под мяч, стоишь здесь, блядь. Шаг здесь, бьешь сверху, блядь, потому что от тебя страхуют.
See the stats again. Belgium really doing some more damage inside the arc and really at the paint. Which is why we assume Mozgov comes back into the game to be that rim protector for them.
Там два больших, блядь. Эй, второй раз человек забивает 2+1. 6 очков. Нам надо, эй, все мячи ничейные должны быть наши. Давай. Вперед!
Of course, Bazarevich, the former player in Russia. So Belgium has to be very pleased with their effort here in the first half. 5-point lead, 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Obviously still plenty of time, but they know what they need to do. Meanwhile, in other Group E action, France enjoying an early 34-18 lead over Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Kurbanov breaks the press and throws it down. So the soft press from Belgium backfires, and Russia very meticulously able to break it. It leads to the wide open dunk from Kurbanov. Here's Bukishu now going at Mozgov. Good spin move. Unable to finish, gets his own rebound, and able to put it back up and in. So Bukishu not backing down from the challenge from Mozgov. He's got 8 points here so far as well. Zubkov catch and shoot 3. That's good. And we talked about it. He's dangerous inside and out. So that puts an end to the 8-0 lead we saw. Sorry, the 8-0 run from Belgium. And the unforced turnovers. Van Rossum looking to post up Bukishu. Put a little too much on that pass and it sails out of bounds. So Ribert in the backcourt, putting the pressure on Kulagin. Fritzen has room, and he's able to hit another 3. Vitaly Fritzen, who has been on absolute fire in these World Cup qualifiers, shoots 53% from 3, averaging 3 made threes a game. That's his first one tonight. And just like that, Russia's back in the lead. The drive, too strong from Kanda Kaninda. And Bukishu able to steal it back. Bako again with the dunk. Ismail Bako stares down Mozgov as Kurbanov got his feet tangled with Timofey. And you see the 2 big men running the fast break. Bukishu to Bako. Unorthodox. So they're going to call a foul before the catch on Bukishu. You see here, didn't see too much there for the foul, but it does prevent an easy layup from Mozgov. So Dmitry Kostov back in the game. Here comes Schwartz for Belgium. So Kanda Kaninda unable to make a real impact in his first few minutes of action. You hear the Russian fans traveling to support their basketball team. Of course, Russia with the World Cup fever at the moment. And that's going to be an illegal screen on Mozgov. So offensive foul, gives the ball back to Belgium. See, he's moving just a little bit. There's Libel, the shooter, inside to Bukishu. Really taking to Mozgov. Grab dribble right, spin baseline, and Mozgov swats it out off the backboard. Puts it back out to Kostov, wide open three. And it's another one. Dmitry Kostov this time. So the three-point shots falling for Russia. That's already their 5th made three of the first half. Van Rossum looking to respond, and he does. So we are seeing some phenomenal action on both sides here. Back and forth we go. Van Rossum spotting up in the corner. "13 points for the captain." Here's Kurbanov. Can he respond? Well, of course he can. It's another three. 3 consecutive possessions of made threes. Not too sure how the coaches feel about the defense here in this first half, but I know as fans, we're loving it. Backdoor almost leads to a turnover. Here's Van Rossum, shot clock winding down. Bukishu, he can't catch it, and he commits another foul. So tough one for Bukishu, picks up his 3rd personal foul. And that's likely going to bring another big man off the bench. As you see, couldn't really decide what to do with it, fumbled it, and then fouls Mozgov. So timeout on the floor for Belgium. 37-35 here, 2-point advantage for Russia. Both teams shooting pretty well. Belgium 12 for 22 overall, 54%. Meanwhile, Russia 11 for 16, blistering 69% from the field.
3 situations with Zubkov. He will switch, okay? Keep communicating about that. You return to 5. We got 1 foul to give. Let's use it, okay, team? You had a good break.
6 now
you
for
were
Russia.
on Kurbanov. Don't be in front of him. You gotta make him dribble. You gotta be ready and physical, okay? We're slowing down in defense. On the switch, we gotta be better in execution. Because
dictating to his team what he would like to see on offense and defense. Again, these two teams matching up for the 3rd time in less than a calendar year. That's the beauty of these FIBA World Cup qualifiers. And it is the first time that these Belgian fans at home get a chance to see Russia. But the players have seen them multiple times. Looking to get over that hump and get their first win against the Russians in a while. So the fans are on their feet. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Russia again enjoying a 2-point lead. Sam Van Rossum, 13 points and 4 assists, leading the way for Belgium. Here comes Dmitry Kostov. You see the find Mozgov top of the key. Oh, the nice quick pass inside to Mozgov. Little drops the shoulder and left-handed hook. So Timofey Mozgov with his 3rd field goal. He's perfect from the floor. Gillet back in the game, despite his 2 fouls. Libert seemed to get hit in the face, no foul. Kicks out, Schwartz, corner 3, it's good. Maurice Schwartz, his first basket of the night. It's another 3-pointer for Belgium. So these two teams exchanging 3-point baskets. Seeing some hot shooting here. Oh, nice play. Kurbanov to Fritzen. Beautifully executed offense from the Russians. There's Van Rossum. Over to Libert. Shot clock's down. Libert has it. Room for the three. Another one. Keep throwing them up and they keep knocking them down. Libert joins in on the action. Of course, that's what he does. And that is now the 6th three-pointer for Belgium. And we heard Eddie Castillo mention they had a foul to give. They just gave it on that possession. Take another look here at Libert. Able to get away from Moskov. Kind of fading to that corner. Drills a three-pointer. So 41-41 all. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, nice block, and it's a 2-on-1 fast break. Libert takes it all the way, can't finish. Schwartz, the tip dunk is good. Let's see what they call here. Seemed to be a foul on the tip dunk, but the ball did go through the rim. So Libert attacked the basket. Not sure what the call is going to be. Because it's not like Schwartz pulled himself up. The ball just kind of bounced around the rim. They do call a foul on Mozgov. So Schwartz will get 2 shots from the free throw line, but the basket will not count. So Mozgov will have to come out of the game as he picks up another foul. We take another look at it here. Libert takes the ball strong to the basket. Still not sure why that did not count, but nonetheless, Schwartz misses his first free throw. And connects on the second. So 4 points for Louis Schwartz. Meanwhile, Mozgov does have 3 fouls. That could be big in the second half. Antonov, he doesn't want to shoot it. More of a hustle player. And Bako just a little bit too strong on the hedge. Unable to slide his feet. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Kostov. You see Bako looking to get out there for the hedge on the pick and roll defense. And just hip checks Bako, who gets a nice ovation from these fans despite his picking up his 3rd foul. Again, he might have been the catalyst to this run for Belgium. Definitely his best action we've seen in the Belgium uniform. Kostov now at the free throw line, connecting on the first. So 2 for 2 for Kostov. We're seeing some pressure in the backcourt. It's a lift to get the ball out of Van Rossen's hands. Libert now looking for some room. Finds Van Rossum, nice back, behind the back dribble. Gets into the lane. Tough shot is good. Van Rossum again. Wow. 15 points now, and that's going to be another blocking foul. Schwartz didn't get his feet set in time. You see here, he tried to draw the charge. The shoulder did meet the chest, but he wasn't set. So 2 more free throws to come for Karasev. To take another look at this Van Rossum tough finish. Crosses over between the legs, double pump. Even Karasev's impressed with that shot. Karasev hits his first free throw. Two for 2 for him. So Russia getting to the free throw line often. Already 16 free throws in the first half. Made 12 of them. Libert looking to dance. Finds Van Rossum, nice pump fake. Creates a little bit of space. Fade away, no good. Here comes Kostov pushing the tempo. And Karasev commits an offensive foul as he put his elbow down. See here, kind of using the elbow to create space. And Rossum doing a great job of standing his ground. So both teams now in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Here's Libert over to Kesselboot. A lot of isolation play from Belgium. Oh, step back three, no good. And the fight for the battle ends up in Russia's hands. Kostov pushes it again. Kurbanov, extra pass. Karasev, corner three, in and out. And Van Rossum chooses to slow it down a little bit. Gillet, room for the shot. Too strong. It's his first attempt from beyond the arc. Ball goes inside. Karasev, 6'8", has the size advantage over the 6'2" Van Rossum. And they can't take advantage as the ball goes out of bounds. Kurbanov with the poor entry feed. So with 45 seconds to go, we're going to see a couple substitutions. Checking to the game for the first time is Yuri Shupin, 6'8" power forward. Seeing his first action of the World Cup qualifiers. As we mentioned earlier, he plays his home games in Antwerp, so didn't have to travel far. But again, in Belgium, no one really has to travel that far. So here's Van Rossum. Belgium looking to go into the halftime locker room with the lead, if they can potentially get a score and a stop. Here's Libert, room for the three, gets good, big shot. Alexandre Libert, a nice pass from Van Rossum yet again. And clearly a breakdown defensively, which is why we're having a timeout. Also a chance for Russia to draw up a final play. But if there's one guy you cannot leave open for Belgium, it's that guy, Libert. Coming to the game, averaging 8 points per game in the qualifiers. Able to get his second three of the night. See, not an easy pass for Van Rossum. Great vision for his 5th assist. So you see the hot shooting from Belgium. Actually, both teams shooting a phenomenal percentage. Belgium now 53.3% overall. Russia still at 65. So if you're shooting 65% in the first half and you're down, clearly there's some problems with the defense. Also 10 turnovers for Russia to just 6 for Belgium. So Russia doing one of the best of jobs taking care of the ball. Seen a few lazier passes than the normal. A couple offensive fouls as well. So the high-scoring first half. As in the other Group B matchup, France doubling up on Bosnia and Herzegovina 44-22 at the half. So it looks like France will stay perfect if that result stays the same. After 4 games, France a perfect 4-0. They do have Nicolas Batum, Fournier, and a few of their other NBA players in action. So a fully loaded French team. Nicolas Batum over there as well. So here's Kulaga now, winding down the clock. Looks to attack now, 5 seconds. Little turnaround jumper, short. And as the buzzer sounds, Belgium will indeed go into halftime with a 2-point lead on the visitors from Russia. Very exciting half of basketball for sure. You see there Belgium enjoying a 47-45 lead over Russia. Make sure to stay close, as this second half will prove to be very, very thrilling. Russia looking to clinch a spot in the second round with the win. Belgium just looking to stay alive. As we take a look at the game stats so far, again, the shooting phenomenal from both teams. 7 3-pointers made for Belgium, 6 for Russia. Russia with a rebounding advantage, but there haven't been too many rebounds because of all the made shots. Both teams even with assists. Belgium with a few more steals. And also a little bit of foul trouble for Belgium. So we'll see how that affects the second half of play. We'll take a look at some of the highlights of the first half. Make sure to stay tuned for the next 20 minutes. The game got started off early with Russia looking to get the ball inside to Mozgov. He was pretty dominant inside. Did have 3 fouls though, so we'll see how much that impacts his second half minutes. There haven't been too many fast break opportunities for Russia, but they did make the most of that one. Russia with 8 fast break points, Belgium with 5. Also 20 points from the bench for Belgium. Some guys making the most of their time on the court. And Van Rossum, for sure the MVP of that first half. He ends up with 15 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Shooting 5 for 7 from the field. Ishmael Bako also played very well, 11 points. Bukishu, as you see the dunk that he had there off the nice pass from Van Rossum. Bukishu with 8 points. And of course the play in the first half, the lob and the jam from Taboo to Bako. Incredible pass from Taboo, and an even more impressive finish from Bako. So the Belgians getting contributions from Bako off the bench, Yvette as well with his 2 threes. Taboo also hit a 3 off the bench. Meanwhile for Russia, Karasev leads the way with 10 points. Kurbanov behind him with 7, and then Zubkov and Moskov both with 6, and Kovskov and Fritzen with 5. So a lot of guys putting up points for the Russians. They've only missed 8 shots in that first half. We've seen the hustle from Belgium paying off in multiple possessions. Belgian side is ranked 29th in the world according to FIBA rankings. Matches up with the Russian that's 12th in FIBA. So top 30 matchup in this game. In Group B, safe to say one of the tougher groups. Obviously France, we know what they can do, we know what they've done. But also Bosnia and Herzegovina getting 2 wins. 1 over Belgium, 1 over Russia. So make sure you don't stray too far away from your TV screens, laptops, iPads, phones, wherever you're catching the live basketball, that TV action. Might also be on the FIBA World Cup app. And we'll be back soon for another half of European basketball. So take a look at some of the final highlights of that first half. Welcome back to the Lotto Arena in Antwerp, Belgium. We are live for this Group E matchup in the World Cup European Qualifiers between Belgium and Russia. Again, this is the first game in the third window of the first round for both of these teams. Both teams vying for a spot in the FIBA World Cup in China next summer. And we've seen this so often from the Belgian team. Great first halves, they're in the game, yet they haven't been able to come out with a win in their first 4 games of Group E. We'll see if the chance of playing at home, really they've only had one home game before this against France. They were up at halftime of that game at double figures. Boris Diaw then went to work in the second half for France to climb back. And then 3 road games after that for Belgium. Ended up in 3 consecutive losses. And now they close out their first round of European qualifiers with 2 home games against Russia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Meanwhile, on the Russian side, they've split their first 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses, currently in second place in Group E, behind the aforementioned France. And then they play France on Monday back in Russia. And Russia just needing 1 more win in this window to advance. Yet even if they do lose tonight, and if they lose again to France, they do have a chance to advance depending on how the other games go. So it looks like Bosnia is going to be 2-3. Obviously, we don't know what the outcome of this game is going to be yet. But again, the first matchup between these 2 teams saw 9 lead changes. And honestly, tonight's game, very, very similar. Well, actually, sorry, there have been 17 lead changes here tonight. So even more of a contested game. The biggest lead for either team is just 5 points. Both teams had a 5-point lead at one point. Belgium's led for a total 8 minutes. Russia's led for 9 minutes. It's been tied, obviously, the rest of the time. So this is what we'd love to see about the World Cup qualifiers. Teams competing for their national country. So national teams competing for their country, should I say. And when both teams are shooting like this, inside and outside, phenomenal shooting from both teams. Belgium enjoying a 71% shooting experience from Sam Van Rossum so far, 53 for the team. They're also 7 for 13 from 3. So actually shooting better from 3 than from 2. They've also connected on 8 free throws. Meanwhile, the coach Bezarevich, Russia 13 for 21 overall, 62%. And themselves, they've hit 6 threes, 6 of 9. And they've also made 13 to 17 free throws. So hopefully the hot shooting will carry on to the second half. Hopefully the locker room didn't cool either of these players down as we get ready for the second half action. Starting 5s seem to have stayed the same as the opening tip. Karasev, Koskov, Mozgov. Looks like Zubkov as well. And we're back at it. So Kostov initiates the offense in the first possession of the second half. Here's Kurbanov, he's joined by Antonov, I should have said, sorry. You see the quick passing from the Russians on the perimeter. Karasev can't hit the shot though, and the rebound ends up in the hands of Kesteluk. So Belgium's first attack of the second half. They get the ball inside. Kesteluk gets a layup. Perfectly executed play out of the halftime. Nice pass inside from Gillette to Kesteluk. He finally gets his first basket of the qualifiers. Here's the lob for Mozgov, tipped away from Bukashu. Catch and shoot 3, Kostov is good. And it looks like the hot shooting's carrying on. So it looks like Belgium's gonna run a very similar play. Single double action. Bukashu with a little touch shot, nice push shot. Khalid Bukashu showing a little bit of versatility in his game. 10 points now for the big man. Mozgov inside now. Little fadeaway, no good. Van Rossum, bounce pass, Bukishu. Look for the foul, no call. Here come the Red Russians back down the court, and it's going to be a foul on Van Rossum to slow down the fast break. So Sam Van Rossum picks up his second foul. Kostov with another three-point shot, and it's good again. Dmitry Kostov really heating up here in the second half. Back-to-back threes. He's now got 11 points. Kubishu looking to go at Mozgov. Hooks it up, no good. So Kostov ties the game up in that last possession, 51 all. And good fronting defense there from Kesteluk, preventing the entry pass to Antonov. Antonov with a corner shot, airballs it. And Schwartz can't get the rebound, but Van Rossum gets the steal. And Kostov gets called for the foul. See the nice sportsmanship there between the players. Tough shot there from Antonov. Van Rossum, quick hands, able to strip it away. Here's Schwartz. Inside it. Bukishu, sorry. Bukishu dribbles down and one. Patient offense and good footwork for the big man. Able to clear out some space, back the defense down. 12th point of the night for Kelly Bukishu. See, gets his hand off of him. A couple of crab dribbles. Not the quickest, not the most athletic, but he is skilled. So another strong start to the quarter for Belgium. He completes a three-point play. So neither team able to pull away from the other. Here's Kostov again. Looks inside for Mozgov, and Schwartz is going to be called. As you hear Schwartz explaining that he couldn't hear where his teammates were. So the foul's on the floor. Second team foul for Belgium in the quarter. Oh, nice pass inside. Kurbanov can't finish. Seemed to be a little bit of contact. Here's Schwartz now, isolated with Mozgov. Takes him on, drives baseline, and Gillet stepped out of bounds just barely. It's tough because the ball went in. Schwartz just a little bit off with the pass. Made a nice move to get around Mozgov. Gillet, all he needs is a little bit of space to get a shot up. But no counting that one. And another touch foul on Kesteluk. So that's his third. See, no need to reach there. Play solid defense. It's now 3 team fouls on Belgium. They're 2 away from sending Russia to the free throw line. Kostov turns the corner. Layup is no good, but Mozgov clears out Schwartz on the box out and tips it up and in. So Moskov now with 8 points. Kesselou inside the Buki shoot. Pierre-Antoine Gillet, quick catch and shoot. Can't finish it. Kostov, the nice outlet pass. And Kurbanov gonna head to the free throw line. Let's see, they wanted the intentional foul. He went for the ball. So Kostov once again showing how much of a floor general he is, pushing the ball up the floor. The cross-court outlet. And now Kurbanov will head to the free throw line, looking to add to his tally. Ties the game on the first free throw. So 2 for 2 for Kurbanov. Jonathan Tabou also checks into the game, replacing Van Rossum. He gets a nice hand from the crowd. Tabou only played 5 minutes in that first half, picked up 2 quick fouls. And he lobs it to Backo, can't finish it this time. They had the connection in the first half, couldn't get it this time. You see Backo sprints back down on defense, good hustle from him. And Belgium 1 foul away from the bonus. Layup no good, we've got a fast break opportunity here, 4-on-2. Schwartz kicks it out to Tabou, who finds Kesselou inside. Reverse layup is good. Nice finish there from Vincent Kesselou. And even a better pass from Tabou. You see it off the dribble. And Belgium regains the lead. See, Mozgov seemed to put the ball in Kostov's face. And Tabou gets caught for the foul, so 2 free throws to come. You see it right here. Well, they call the foul of Tabou. That's a tough one. Trying to fight through the screen. Looks to go over the top. You see here the missed layup from Backo, who had a tremendous first half. So we've got a timeout on the floor.
Taking home for us. 18-1, we're getting out of execution. And 2, taking this time out because they started 3-4 times running against us, and
see
we
the rebounding numbers.
overturned.
Russia.
We can't do that.
Small advantage.
It's too expensive.
Both
okay?
teams
Shuna,
still shooting.
we go in 3 regular.
Field,
but I'm
over
asking
50%
him
for Belgium, still over
to bump
60%. Oh, sorry, 53%.
Take it into the
Russia.
handoff, but take it wide. This time you're not going to the basket. You're going on a pin down for Jona, and you coming back off that screen. Okay? Try it one time. Try it one time. Okay? And go.
So you hear Coach Castells telling his players that he had to call a timeout because Russia's trying to run them out the gym in terms of pushing the tempo. So we'll see if Belgium's able to slow them down at all. Fans getting into the game. We've got it's a dandy. So Kostov at the free throw line ties the game once again. And it's going to stay tied. He misses the second free throw. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. This tightly contested game. Belgium in desperation mode needs a win to stay alive. Tabou with the drive. Schwartz, pump fake. Tabou, tough three, no good. The battle for the offensive rebound ends up in Gillet's hands. Shot clock resets to 14. Here comes Schwartz now. Backo's got a mismatch inside. Schwartz drives and kicks. Kestelou for the three. That one's in and out. So 2 cracks at it for Belgium, unable to push through. Kurbanov has the size advantage over Taboo. Nice pass, and Bako with a hard foul on Mozgov. See Bako contest the shot. Taboo doing a good job of forcing the baseline. And then a nice pass from Kurbanov. And that's 4 fouls for Bako. So Antonov and Kurbanov check out. Fritzen and Kulagin back in the game. First free throw, no good for Mozgov. One thing he did consistently at the Eurobasket was get to that free throw line, knocking down over 80% of his free throws at the Eurobasket. Obviously hasn't played for Russia since then, due to the NBA season, but first chance he gets, see him in that uniform. Here's Taboo now, long shot, in and out. Fight for the rebound, and it goes back to Russia. So Taboo with the tough shot, the good contest there from Kostov. And Russell checks back in. Kestelou will be out. Taboo puts the pressure on Kostov. Obviously, they're able to switch the guard-to-guard screens. Inside now, Ivlev is not known for his offense, but he scores that time down. And it's going to be a technical foul on Belgium as they wanted to travel. He seemed to be fumbling the ball and moving his feet at the same time. That's why the referees didn't call it. Coach Castilles was right in the referee's ear. And now, pretty big momentum swing. You see there, could have been called for a foul, to be honest. See again, Ivlev. Fumble, yeah, nothing really wrong with that. And this could prove to be quite costly for Russia, as obviously they get the 2 plus the free throw and the ball back. So now Belgium find themselves down 4, and Fritzen thought about adding to it. Good help there from Bako. Oh, nice deflection still from the Belgians. Juleta Van Rossum. So they only give up that 1 extra point from the technical free throw. Here's Schwartz now, drives baseline, dumps it off to Bako. You see the man down on the ground, and they're gonna stop the play here. Oh, there's quite a lot of blood. So Karasev took a shot to the nose. You see, tough break for Karasev. Sergei Karasev, most likely an accidental elbow, bleeding quite profusely. So let's take a look here on the baseline. You see him under the rim, and he runs straight into Bako's shoulder. So obviously, incidental contact, nothing malicious or intended there from Bako. And Karasev will obviously get the medical team attended to him. We'll likely have to get a new uniform as well. So hopefully he's okay. They do need to clean up the floor. Obviously blood on the floor. It's kind of tough for Belgium though when you have a player kind of lying in the middle of the key. You don't want to step on them or, you know, cause a further injury. And a near turnover from Russia as Zubkov breaks the press single-handedly. So the play's got a little bit sloppier here, tail end of the third quarter. And Kulagin with a rip through draws a foul on Taboo. More free throws to come for Russia. And Taboo caught for yet another tough foul. We'll see here the right hand gets caught in the cookie jar. And that's going to bring Libert back off the bench for Taboo, who commits his fourth foul. Kulagin at the free throw line. Dimitri Kulagin, his younger brother Mikhail. Haven't seen him yet. First free throw is good. Lane violation from Ivlev. So the second free throw won't count. They're going to call a blocking foul here on Kulagin. I thought it was going to be a hook. You see him kind of use that arm. They're saying that Kulagin used his lower body to kind of push Van Rossum towards the sideline. So under 2.5 to go here in the third. Schwartz, corner pass to Libert. Passes on the three. Gillet catch and shoot. Oh, strong rebound from Bacco. Again, showing his activity. You see the fight for the offensive rebound. Bacco kind of just gliding through the air. And on this free throw, I guess they did end up counting it. So it's a 6-point lead at the moment for Russia. Belgium really need a score here. Van Rossum steps up. Three is no good. Offensive rebound ends up in Libert's hands. Gillet, his three-pointer is good. And it's down to three. So Libert able to slice the lead in half. His first field goal made of the year of the night. Here's Kostov now. Nice extra pass. Zubkov with the top of the key three, no good, but the tip out ends up in Fritzen's hands. Kulagin going at Libert. Kick it out, Kostov three, and he's able to hit another one. Third one of the third quarter for Dmitry Kostov. He's been so consistent running the point guard position for Sergei Vazarevich. Always plays hard, always active on defense, makes the right decision, hits the open shot. That's all you need from a point guard sometimes. Libert drives, tough layup. And Bacco chases it. Ends up with Ivlev. The lob, too high for Zubkov. So just praised Kostov's decision making, and he throws the ball out of bounds. So I guess I could take the blame for that one. 65-59, 42 seconds to go in the third. Belgium probably want to cut it down to a one-possession game before the fourth quarter. We're going to make a few substitutions. And for the first time, we're going to see Haris Botanovic, the 6'10", 17-year-old center. Plays his ball at Falco Ghent. Big moment for him, stepping up in the World Cup qualifiers. And his first touch, had a chance to get to the basket. He fumbles the ball. So a little bit of nerves for the young man. Shot clock and game clock pretty much identical. So Russia contented to just dribble down the clock. Kulagin, little crossover, goes at the big man. And they're going to call a foul on him. So Bradanovic not having the ideal start to his men's national team career. See, they call it touch foul.
To the line for two, Dimitri Kulagin.
So Kulagin able to add to the lead. And again, it's a story we've seen a few times with Belgium, even at the Eurobasket, throughout these World Cup qualifiers. They have strong starts to the game. And then towards the end of the second half, they start to fall behind a little bit. So the lead is ballooned out to 8 now. 5 seconds to go. Libert looking to push it. Gets to the basket. And Bogdanovic tips it in for his first basket. So the young man able to make a positive impact on that possession. Strong drive from Libert. And Bogdanovic just tips it in. So at the end of the third quarter, Belgium down 61-67 to Russia. We're 10 minutes away from either Russia advancing and eliminating Belgium in the process, or Belgium managing to stay alive. So the round 2 of the World Cup qualifiers will start in September. To take a look at the statistics, Belgium cooling off from 3 in that quarter. Meanwhile, Russia still staying hot from beyond the arc. Also getting to the free throw line consistently. You see some of the highlights of that third quarter. Belgium got off to a quick start. Got an easy layup on the first possession from Kestelute. The baskets were harder to come by as the quarter waned on. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Group E, France enjoying a pretty sizable lead against Bosnia, 91-46, just under 4 minutes to go in that fourth quarter. So Belgium obviously wants to hope that they still have a chance to come back into this game, which they obviously do, and hope then that Bosnia and Herzegovina will be dejected on their Monday night game. So fourth quarter action about to start right now. Alexandre Libert will check the ball in. Van Rossum out there with him. You see Bukishu, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, and Ludwig Schwartz. For Russia, Kulagin, Kurbanov, Fritzen, Mozgov, and Zubkov. So Kulagin playing the point guard position. Libert catch and shoot 3. And the ball ends up with Fritzen. Here's Zubkov, able to get around Gillet. Nice block there for Bukishu. He's played a pretty good game. See Zubkov able to get around Gillet, but he's not able to get over Bukishu. So Taboo back in with his 4 fouls. Kestelute as well. And Kulagin goes right at Taboo. He plays some good defense, stays down, forces Kulagin into a tough shot, but he makes it. So good defense, better offense on that possession. And Bukishu can't finish that shot. He helps us back down on defense to battle against Mozgov. There's Mozgov at Bukishu, drop step, nice move, can't finish with the left. Gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. And just like that, it's the biggest lead of the game for Russia, out to 10. Kesteluk thought about it. Tough shot from Gilles as the shot clock winds down. Barely grazes the backboard. And the ball's going to go back to Russia. The ball did not hit the rim, therefore shot clock didn't reset, but it's going to be a timeout on the floor for Belgium as they look to regroup for a final push. Can't let this game slip away. And you see the assistant coaches and the leaders of the team urging the teammates on.
We got to find some rhythm, okay? We got to find some creations for each other. We go one time, Pierre, with you on the 2 regular. Pop to the top. Play it on the side. Big pop on the side. Now don't forget, on the guard situation, when you cut back door, they switch it. We're gonna use one time that screen here.
So you see Van Rossum, he's been stuck on 15 points since that first quarter, really.
Okay.
Bukashu 13, Bato with 11. Obviously, they did much of their damage in the first 20 minutes of action. Pretty quiet since. You take another look at that Kulagin shot. And then Mozgov, who just really uses his size and strength to muscle his way to the basket. So Kulagin will inbound. See some backcourt pressure from Belgium. Mozgov, free throw shot, no good. And Kesteluk secures the rebound. So Belgium not only desperately need a win, they desperately need a bucket. Can Taboo deliver? Bukashu goes at, nice move on Mozgov, the spin and up and good for the lay-in. So Bukashu showing you an array of moves here tonight. Oh, nice pass inside, and Mozgov able to convert. 12 points now for Mozgov. Van Rossum for 3, no good. And on the fight for the rebound, ends up Russia. Kulagin finds some room, passes on the shot. Kurbanov, he'll take the 3. He'll make the 3. 13-point lead now for Russia. And you can sense the confidence continues to grow for the Russian team. Meanwhile, Belgium, a little bit of air dejection as they're struggling to score baskets here in the second half. And Bukashu, probably not the shot they wanted. A long 3 from the big. Belgium only managing 2 points here in the fourth quarter to Russia's 9. Here's Mozgov again. Oh, nice poke away from Bukashu. They've got numbers. Here's Taboo. Takes the nice reverse layup. Hopefully that can bring a little bit more momentum. See the nice steal and quick transition breakaway. Van Rossum with another assist. Taboo with another layup. Here's Fritzen now. He's been relatively quiet, considering he's the leading scorer for this team. And unable to finish that layup. They're going to call a foul on Mozgov, using his left arm to push off. So signs of life from Belgium. You know they're going to keep competing. Take another look at the Fritzen drive and the Mozgov foul. Mozgov using that arm to clear out space from Gillet. Here comes Simon Antonov back into the game, number 11. So Belgium looking to get just a single digit in this possession. They need quick baskets. Gillet, corner three. Just a little short. And a big rebound that time for Zubkov. A lot of action there on the weak side. Kurbanov looking to go at Kesteluk. And they're going to call a foul on number 22, Kesteluk. You can tell that every time they get him in a one-on-one situation, they look to go at him. He's kind of struggled to stay in front of his man. So that's just I believe the first foul on Belgium the fourth quarter. Fourth foul on Kesteluk. Antonov for three. Oh, everything's going down for Russia. Simon Antonov, not known as a three-point shooter. Did have 8 points in the first matchup between these two teams. That's his 4th point of the night, first field goal. The lead is now up to 14. Taboo thought about it, gets bumped. Going to have a couple substitutions. Loïc Schroff's back into the game. Schroff's from Waterloo, Belgium, formerly of RBC Waterloo. Here's Sam van Rossum now. Finds Kesteluk, nice jab step, takes it to the basket. And he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Good move there from Kesteluk. See the foul down below on Kostov. So Kesteluk, a chance to stop the clock and get some points on the board. A little too strong in his first free throw. So 0 for 2 from Kesteluk. Coach Castile still urging his team on. There's Kulak in now inside to Kurbanov. Skips it over. Ends up with Kostov, who lobs it in. Nice pass and a good finish from Zubkov, who had the height advantage over Taboo. So Zubkov now with 9 points. And here's Kesteluk. 1-on-1. Taboo. Jab step 3. No good. Belgium has to hurry. Down 16 points. 3.5 to go. Here's Van Rossum. Tough shot. No good. Way short. Kostov thought about the long pass. Gives it over to Kulagin. And it's going to be a kick ball, as we're going to have a couple more substitutions on the floor. See Schwartz with the kick. Very reminiscent of the Belgian football team. Currently perfect at the World Cup. Meanwhile, Belgian basketball team just looking to get their first win. Oh, it was a technical foul. So there was an offensive foul, I believe, on Zubkov. And a technical foul to boot. So if there's any signs of life right now, it will be for Belgium to add some points at the free throw line and potentially the next possession. Meanwhile, Bezarevich brings back in Evgeny Babarin, the athletic point guard, and Mozgov. And Van Rossum unable to convert the technical free throw. So after a thrilling first half of basketball that saw Belgium put up 47 points, take the lead into halftime, they've only managed 18 points since. Taboo inside the Bukishu, and that's going to be a travel as he moved his foot before getting the shot up. He kind of slid his pivot foot on the ground. Nice passer from Taboo, but he wasn't able to get his feet set. So we're at the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Russia enjoying a sizable lead. Here's Mozgov inside looking for the cutters. Kostov keeps running through. Kulagin open three. Too strong, and the offensive rebound ends up with Kostov, who is saved by Babarin. They're going to call a foul on Bukishu. So 2 free throws to come here for Kulagin. See Bukishu trying to stay in front, moves his feet. There's a little bit of contact on that drive. See right there, hip to hip. Not the most vicious of fouls. And Mikhail Kulagin in the game for the first time, the younger brother, Dimitri. You see him there, number 30. Wiping the ball down, it's a little wet. Hot summer nights. Kulagin with a unique shooting technique on the free throw. And it goes down, he's 7 for 8 from the free throw line, so whatever he does, it works. 12 points overall. Taboo, Bukishu, free throw line jumper. And nothing falling down for Belgium here in the second half. Of course, Russia contend to use up some clock on these possessions. Milk the shot clock down. Ball goes inside to Mozgov, takes his time. Free throws. Sorry, the hook shot's no good. Here comes Schwartz now over to Taboo. Kanda Kaninda back in the game. Belgium's using up a little bit too much clock considering the score. Bukishu with another free throw shot. This time again, it's no good. Good hustle from Taboo, but it's going to go back to Russia. And for the first time, we're going to see Artem Klemenko, the 7-foot big man. Been averaging about 8 minutes, 5 points a game. And Bukishu checks out of the game as well. He's played pretty well, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block for the big man. He's replaced by Ismail Backo. And that's going to be the 5th foul on Taboo. It's called for the hand check. You see him kind of reaching in there. Got called for a couple of those there tonight, so Libel will check back in for Taboo, who fouled out. See the young Belgian fans. Unfortunate look on their faces as they see their Belgium team who played so well in that first half. Here's Kulagin. Nice hook pass. His left step back three. And Schwartz ends up with a nice little tip over to Libert. Kanda Kaninda. Kanda gets it to the lane. Nice pass over to Kestelut. It's a shot blocked twice. Stays with it. Libert catch and shoot three, top of the key. That's no good. So all that hot shooting in the first half, they weren't able to stay with it. They are now just 24 for 59 overall, 40%. Oh, nice behind the back pass and a dunk from Klemenko. So Kulagin putting a final touches on this game with a sweep behind the back look to Klemenko. And the big man gets a dunk on his first touch. Here's Schwartz now. Kanda just looking to go isolation. You see the 17-4 run. So free throws to come for Kanda. You see Babarin, who is a superb athlete, but gets called for the touch foul. Let's take another look at this pass from Kulagin behind the back. Nice catch from Klemenko. So Kanda able to get his second free throw and his first point. And Russia will just dribble out the rest of the time here. The score 84-66. And with that win, Russia will advance to the next round of the World Cup European Qualifiers. Coach Bazarevich has to be happy with his team's performance in the second half. Meanwhile, Belgium, with the loss, is officially eliminated from the World Cup 2019. At the end of the game, it's 84-66, Russia over Belgium. Both these teams will be back in action. Russia heads back home to Russia to play France on Monday. Meanwhile, these teams will be, this Belgian team will be back in this arena on Monday to play against Bosnia and Herzegovina, who lost by 50 to France, 102-52 in Bosnia tonight. So with that, with Belgium's loss, Bosnia still advances to the next round. So it's been a tough night for the Belgians, but a happy one for the Russians. See Ishmael Bako there, Bukishu. Those two competed all night, combined for 26 points. As you see, Zubkov thanking his fans for traveling. We'll take a look at some statistics from the game. Belgium got off to a torrid hot start. Van Rossum with 15 early points. They hit 7 threes in the first half, just 1 in the second half. You'll see here, 8 for 24 overall. 47% from the two-pointers, and even the free throws were plaguing them a little bit. Russia dominated the glass. Both teams even with assists. Belgium with a couple more steals. Turnover battle pretty even. Belgium did commit a lot more fouls. They got 16 foul shots. Meanwhile, Russia with 29, making 23 of those. So Bukishu leads the way, 15 points. Gillet with 8 rebounds. Van Rossum 6 assists. And meanwhile, Kostov leads the way with 14 points for Russia. Also had 4 turnovers, but he did have his usual impact on the game from a floor general standpoint. Kostov ended up with 3 assists. You see the top scores for each team: Kostov, Mozgov, and Kulagin for Russia, Bukishu, Van Rossum, and Bako for Belgium. So in a game that saw a 47-45 halftime lead for Belgium, the second half dominated by the Russians. They pull away first about midway through the third quarter, definitely going into the fourth. They won that third quarter 22-14, won the fourth 17-5. As we see the post-game meals there for the Russians. Get a chance to be in the professional team's locker room. And we take a look at some of the highlights from tonight. They were few and far in between in the second half for Belgium. Again, just 19 points in the third and fourth quarters combined. It's not going to be enough. Still some good things for Belgium. Ismail Bako, 11 points. Definitely his base game in the Belgian uniform. Meanwhile, for Russia, obviously we hope that Sergei Karasev, his own play, took that tough shot to the nose. A lot of blood. Probably a tough guy, so I'm sure he'll be fine. 5 players in double figures for Russia. Moskov, Kurbanov, Kostov, Karasev, and Kulagin. And again, they hit 11 three-pointers, 11 for 17, 64%. And it was that kind of inside-out play, either from Mozgov or the outside shooter from Kostov and the others. That's the kind of recipe that they had for success in Istanbul last summer. It's what they'll look to repeat potentially next year in China. So elsewhere in the other games, as we mentioned, Bosnia and Herzegovina with a big win. Sorry, with a big major loss for that matter to France. Team GB gets a win over Estonia. Germany, the big win over Austria. The Czech Republic beat Finland by 4. Serbia dominant against Georgia. And a phenomenal, probably the game of the day, Bulgaria versus Iceland, 88-86. And don't forget, we're back for the European qualifiers on Sunday and Monday for the final round, the final games of the third window action. This first round was a combination of 3 windows in November, February, and obviously now in June, ahead of the next 3 windows, which will be in September, November, and then February 2019 to determine the 12 European teams to qualify for the World Cup in China. Those 12 nations will join up with 20 other countries from Africa, the Americas, and Asia to complete a 32-team field. You can have a look at the FIBA World Cup qualifier website or on the app to see which teams have already qualified. Number of teams stamping their ticket last night, and Russia doing so here tonight. Meanwhile, Belgium will have to go back to the drawing board. We'll see them back in action on Monday after a tough loss here against Russia, 84-66. You see Karasev there with a smile on his face. So good night from all of us here at FIBA. We hope you enjoyed the game. We'll see you soon.